guys, so I thought I'd come to you with a 2011 favorites, the items that I reach for the most throughout the year, things that I enjoy every month. So this is not a video where I went back and went through all my favorites and got each favorite. These are items that may not have been in my favorites for that month possibly, but then there are some things that were in those favorites. It's from makeup to skincare, I have some hair care, and I have fashion, and a lot of neat items in this video that I think you'll enjoy, and just things that you'll see that I reached for the most this past year. Just some really staple items in my day-to-day beauty routine, and also just a way to kind of send off this last year of 2011 with a bang. And so the very first favorite that I'm going to talk about is YouTube. 2011 for me in YouTube has been a really neat journey. I've had the opportunity to really explore a lot of different channels, really get more in depth with my makeup. I've enhanced and taken it to the next level, I guess you could say. And also just being able to have this channel, I've really gotten into it this past year as a way to express myself and an opportunity to just show the things that I love doing, what I'm really passionate about, which is helping others. And in addition to that, just really using this as an outlet to reach as many people as I can. And even if that's just one person, then it's worth it, because every woman deserves to feel beautiful, and that's kind of my motto, is every woman should feel beautiful, no matter if you wear makeup or not, just feeling beautiful in your own skin. And I feel like this past year for me, I've really been able to do that. I still have a long road to go and some things that I want to accomplish and achieve in my life, but for the most part, I'm pretty confident in my skin, and I'm very happy with the woman I've become this past year. But let's move into the products of the video. Enough babbling. But the first thing I'm going to go over is kind of face foundation-y type stuff. And the first item that I reached for the most this year was my NARS Sheer Glow. And I am the color Medium Dark 3, and it's Cadiz or Cadiz, I guess. I don't know if I'm ever going to get my focusing right, guys. Maybe that's my 2012 mission, is to work on my focusing, because I know I have a decent camera, I just don't know how to work it. So I'm learning, but I love this because I have combination oily skin, and this gave me the most sheerest application. And I also reached for the most this past year with it was my Beauty Blender, and I have to say this is one of the best makeup applications that I have found this past year, and I really loved it, and I'm really happy. I'm going to continue to get some more of these. I have another one that I alternate between, but these two items together I've reached for the most, and as you can see, it's all gone pretty much. I've been scraping the tube with a Q-tip because I had bought the Neutrogena Healthy Skin, but that's too light for me. I have to mix with another color, and then especially in the summertime, I know it'll be too light, so it barely like matches my skin, where I have to mix it a little bit. So to me, it's worth it just to spend the money on a good foundation, and this lasts me well over a year. So if you break $42 down, about 15 to 16 months, it's worth it to me. That's how I do the math. Now, as far as concealers go, I reached for the MAC Studio Finish in NC45. This is the color that I use for my face, and I really like it because it gives a nice smooth finish, and I just use my finger. You know, I have clean hands whenever I would use this. And for my eyes, I reached for CoverGirl in LA Simply Ages in 220. That is the shade I used, and I have to say this is really creamy, very hydrating, very nice, goes on very smooth. And as far as the setting powders I reached for the most this year, I have to say e.l.f. High Definition Powder, hands down the best setting powder that's loose. And I have found that the loose setting powder works the very best for me. It's very nice, very inexpensive, just a great buy and a great product. I really like this, and I always apply it with this brush, which is the Sigma F25. It's a tapered powder brush. Perfect brush to put on your powder, and I love it. This has been my favorite brush to use for setting my foundation. And then the other powder that I reached for the most is my Origin Silk Screen in Warm Honey, and this is the product I use whenever I don't want to put on a liquid foundation, and I just use a little kabuki brush like this, and it's cracked so it's all crumbly, but it looks like this, and I just get my brush in here like this, and I would just go like this, blend it in, and you're done. So great powder for foundation if you don't want to use a liquid. Now as far as, I guess I will go to blushes. The blushes that I reached for the most this past year has got to be the Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes in these two colors. The Tipsy was the first color I bought. I loved it. It's a really pretty matte coral color. Very nice. And it looks like that when you swatch it. Very pretty. And then I got the Exposed. Very pretty color. Gives you a natural flush to your cheeks. Very pretty. It looks like nothing, but when you put it on, very pretty. And then the other blush I reached for the most was my NARS Madly. Another great neutral color that no matter what eyeshadow combination you have on, if you don't want to, think about the blush, I reached for this the most. So I love these blush products. These are definitely my favorite throughout the year. Now as far as like primers for the eye, I have to say the one I reached for the most, actually I have two. I have the Kat Von D Skin, yep, that's what it's called, Skin Primer for your eye. It's like hands down the best. I've had this for well over a year, but this year I reached for it the most. You only need a little bit, and this makes your makeup on your eye show up so well, and it hardly creases. And I just really have enjoyed this. And then the other one that I reach for the most is my MAC Prep and Prime Medium Dark. As you can see, a great way to neutralize your eye if you have a natural color. But my favorite primers for the eye that I reached for the most this year has got to be these two. And now as far as bases go, for eyeshadow bases, I really enjoyed the Urban Decay 24/7 pencils that they came out with. These are great eyeshadow pencils, and as you can see, Sin was my favorite color out of all of them because it was a really natural color. You could use it as a base by itself with some, mascara, or you could use it as a base for underneath eyeshadow. But I love these colors. I'll swatch them for you. I kind of was swatching them earlier on my hand, so I'll just do it again. But I just want you guys to see. I need to sharpen that one. But very pretty. See that? They last. They don't crease. Great base, or great by themselves. And the other two bases I reach for the most all year long has got to be my MAC Paint Pots in Vintage Selection, which is a pretty rose color, high frost. It was part of their collection they did where their paint pots are a different type of formula than they normally are. You can see that on my hand. I don't know if you can, but very pretty. And then I also reached for Construction of this, my all-time favorite paint pot, I think, too. It looks like that. So I love that. Combination of eyeshadow this past year has been using this Vintage Selection with my Cargo palette that I got a long time ago, and I rediscovered it, and this is the color, gosh, what's the name of this palette? I think Baja something, I'm not sure, but my eyeshadow cracked, I'm so sad. But I love this bottom color, it's like a peachy color, and then I love this brown, it's got a shimmer brown, but I've been using this palette. It's a great highlight color, you got a great crease color, all over lid color. Been wearing this with Vintage Selection forever. Favorite combo of the year. Love that. And then of course, the other palettes that I have loved, you're going to see a very common theme, has been my Lancome color design that I got. I've been loving this since I got it, and I reached for it because it's a no-brainer. It's all 5 things in one. You've got your all over base and lid color. You've got your, all over the whole eye color, your lid color, your crease, your highlight, and then you've got your liner here and your definition color. And then the one that I know it's going to be on everyone's favorite, but it is. It's a great palette. I mean, Urban Decay Naked, this is a really good palette, so I really like this one a lot. The colors in here, they're all great. I know that it's flooded YouTube right now with the whole Naked 2 release, but oh well. If you don't have this palette, it's available at Sephora and Ulta. You should get it. Great colors. Gunmetal, Creep, Hustle, Toasted, Dark Horse, Smog, Half Baked, Buck, Sidecar, Naked, Sin, and Virgin. This Virgin color here, I've almost hit pan. Love this as a highlight color. The Naked, the Buck, and the Dark Horse and the Hustle, the Toasted, whole palette's great. I have reached for this all year since I got it, and I love this palette. My friend Sanam, thank you. You're the one who told me to go out and try it, and I did, and I love it. So I'm just going to wait for the Naked palette too. I'm not in a rush to get it because I feel like I have so many eyeshadows that one can wait till it's in more stock. I'm not going to go crazy about it. But if it comes in, I can get it, great. If it doesn't, then I'll wait. Not a big deal. And as far as eyeliners go, hands down, L'Oreal Paris You're my favorite. Liquid eyeliner, the Carbon Black Liner Intense, and for the pencil, the Carbon Black Extra Intense. Favorite eyeliners I've reached for the most all year long. Waterline or top line, and this is great for your top lid as well. So I love this liner, and this is the liner that's in a pencil form that's liquid. Favorite liners. Mascaras, again, the L'Oreal Luminous Million Lashes, my favorite mascara I think I've been using all year. And then the other formula that I love is from MAC called Floss Lashes. These two have been my favorite mascaras that I've reached for all year. Next, I have to say some lip products. I am a big nude girl. Any nude lipstick is my favorite. I love MAC's Creme de Nude. I love MAC's Viva Glam, Lady Gaga too. This one was one of my favorite lipsticks. And then my favorite lip gloss that I reached for, like as a basic, was this from the MAC Venomous Villains collection, Disney. As you can see, the little design is worn off. This was Cruella de Vil, and it was called Devilishly Stylish. Very pretty nude color. So I'm really sad because I don't think they have this as a standard matte color, but I'm sure I can find something that's comparable. But I love this color. So moving on to some fashion stuff, I have to say I have it on right now. This is what's called your statement nail, and it's my ring nail, if you can see the difference. I have a little bit of a glitter on it. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of chipped, so excuse my chipped nails. But my favorite top coat all year long has got to be Only Gold for Me. This is Sephora by OPI. Love this top coat on my nails. Love it, love it, love it. Favorite. I'll probably be wearing this a lot over the next few weeks too, but all month long, all year long, when I want a statement nail, I've been using this color on it. Okay? Now, as far as skincare, again, you guys know who it is. It's Origins. These two have been my go-to items out of my Origins line that have been a staple all year, no matter what cleansers, no matter what scrubs, mask I use. As far as moisturizers for daytime and eye cream goes, these two Origins make a difference, and the Origins Starting Over for the eye. My two favorites Origins products all year long. Staples, no matter what happens. These are the two I reach for the most. And let's get into, I guess I can do my fragrances. The fragrances I reached for all year has been this Country Chic Fragrance Mist from Bath & Body Works. Love this scent. Floral, sweet, woodsy, perfect scent for me. That describes me. And the other scents have been Prada, as you can see. Almost gone. The Prada Milano. Love this scent for nighttime. Great nighttime scent. And then, of course, my last fragrance that I reach for most of the year is my Origins Ginger. It's also halfway down. So I love this. Now, I think the hair product I probably used the most this year has been my John Frieda Full Repair line. And the reason why I love this line is because not only is it good for your hair, it smells the best. I went in the water, just dripped out of it. I got it out my shower, so it's dripping. But it just smells like it's beautiful. I can't describe it. But this is for damaged hair from frequent heat styling or coloring. Because I do heat on my hair because I don't have a relaxer. This actually works. This has omega-3 rich in here. And it also has Inca Inchi oil that's for moisturizing, but it doesn't weigh your hair down. And, excuse me, I have hiccups tonight. This has been the best shampoo for me that I alternate between the other, but this has been my favorite one I've reached for when I alternate. And the smell of this is really good, and it also does a lot, but I'm a really big shampoo and conditioner for smells. So if you smell good and you can do something to my hair on top of that, thumbs up for me. And I think that's it as far as skincare and fragrance. And the other thing I want to talk about is style. And I'm wearing it right now. All year long, I have been wearing scarves. So scarves are my favorite, whether it's been spring, summer, or fall, or winter. You can have different types of scarves that are lightweight, which I have. I love them. Great accessory. The other thing is my hair. I always wear my hair up in a bun whenever I wash it and I don't want to blow dry it or straighten it. And the last thing that's been a fashion item has been cardigans. I know you guys have seen me with this cardigan. This is like my favorite cardigan. It's really pretty color. It's got really pretty floral designs on it. And then orange is my favorite color. And this orange cardigan is the one I reached for a lot this past year. Very pretty, as you can see. Perfect color orange for me. So I think that is it, guys. I talked to you about my makeup, skincare, some fragrances, hair products, fashion. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know that I have, and this is one of my favorite things to watch from other people on here. Hope you guys have a safe and wonderful Christmas. Please take the time to say I love you and take the time to really just enjoy life and have fun. Not only to have fun with life, but to live it to its fullest. And with the holidays coming up, just remember the real reason for this season is to celebrate Jesus, our Savior's birth, and knowing that he came here so that we could have a new life and have it more abundantly. Don't forget to tell your family and friends that you love them. Please be safe and have fun. And thank you for watching my video. From my family to yours, Merry Christmas. Bye.